Welcome back to Alliance War. It is Season 42, War 10, and 4. Loki is facing Legion off of the unexpected break that we had during the middle of the season due to some bugs after the most recent update. Spider-Man 2099 and Scorpion were banned this war, so we're going to have to be bringing a little bit different science champions to get around some fights. So we're going to be looking to the trio of Mr. Fantastic, Titania, and She-Hulk. Some really good synergies here. The old school synergy of Mr. Fantastic and She-Hulk gives the power stings whenever you place a debuff. Titania has a really good synergy with She-Hulk. She'll start the fight with some Furies. But before we get in, I did notice that my Mr. Fantastic was not SIG 200. So in order to appease PWF, I'm going to go ahead and SIG this dude up. Might as well burn some SIG stones. I have a bunch of crystals on my account that I haven't opened. I'm going to try and open up those soon, but I want to go ahead and burn through these generics first. So we'll get him up. Alrighty. SIG 200. And we're wasting time. Why? I only have 4 fights this war. It's a light war for me. So I'll include a little bit of my prep. Just a beautiful looking science squad. All right, let's go ahead and get into the fights. All right, we're going to start in Section 2. Is back up in Section 1, but in Section 2 we have one fight here on path 2B. This is node 31. It's part of the placebo path. And there's a Maul sitting here, so Titania is, of course, an excellent choice. I was trying to trigger Haymaker with a medium, and for some reason I just stood still. I don't know what was going on there, but I go ahead, dash in, and there I was trying to punish with a heavy, and for some reason I moved forward. My controls were really off the first 25 seconds of this fight, and I don't know if it's because of how I was positioning with my hand. You know, those types of things can cause missed inputs. But now that Haymaker is re-triggered, I get a couple quick heavies in the corner. Here's another heavy just to, you know, keep him going, and we're trying to build all the way up to a special 3, and now we're just going to just smoke this Maul. Yeah, just one hit in the corner and Maul is dead. Great job, Titania. Weird start to the fight, though. All right, next up we're going to go to node 48. This is the Vigilance node. We're going to be using Mr. Fantastic. We've gone ahead and used all 3 pre-fights here. So the goal is merely to heavy all the way up to the special 2, bait special 1s to get his careful study debuffs, and then just keep rinsing him down. Once we hit him with a couple special 2s, we'll then go all the way up to a special 3, so that way we get the Fury. This is a really easy fight for Mr. Fantastic. It's just a little bit slower because of the setup that you have to do, plus Doom is a tank. It is a rank 5 Doom. My Mr. Fantastic's only a rank 4, but as long as you can knock him down and keep up the Petrify, he'll never get the aura, and that makes the fight really, really, really simple. It's a much harder fight if Doom is on the Conflictor node. These guys had placed long shot on Conflictor, so I sent Yusafa with Thing in a guidance pre-fight for that, and Yusafa, to his credit, smoked it. So yeah, this is pretty simple stuff. And a special 3 just to end it in style. Let Herbie have all the glory by knocking out Dr. Doom. Good job, buddy. Alright, so now here's where my frustration begins in this war. It's node 54 and it's a Mangog. I had actually studied DLL, who is like the Mr. F OG on this fight, about what he did. Watched some of his videos, and I felt pretty pretty good about my plan in terms of what I needed to do. I want to get a bunch of special ones, get those careful study passives. That way, then it's a lot easier for me to evade part of the special 2. I just want to avoid him switching between special 1 and special 2 early in the fight, so that way I can build up the careful study. So that is the goal here. And I'm going to tell you right now that I fail. Basically, I'm able to get this fight sucked. I don't know how else to say it. So I get one special 1, I hit him one time, and the Mystic Dispersion from the deck scene was just unreal. I mean, I guess, I don't know if that's part of the 7-star sort of power system that it has, but man, it really hurt. So he throws a special 2, and I'm unable to push him back to another special 2, which would have helped. I lose my debuffs. I'm trying to get a special 1, but nope, he's back over special 2, and that's it. That's me. What a freaking terrible fight. I mean, if he's gonna throw that special 2 early, I need to get him back to a second special 2, and I just don't. He alternates specials, and that's when the fight gets super dangerous. So I have to heal Mr. Fantastic. I'm only able to use 2 of the debuffs, which is unfortunate to say the least. But I've got to clean this fight up with half health, and so we just start trying this nonsense again. And I get a special 1 right away. I get a second set of debuffs on him. I get another special 1. So now I got 2. Now I just need to get a third, and I'll be good to go. Alrighty. Now we're in a lot better position than we were in our first attempt. Does that mean it's going to go easily? Of course not. Of course not. Why would it go easily? Now I'm going to have to intercept with a special, which isn't that big of a deal, but that removes the unstoppable and the unblockable. He throws a special 2, and then follows it up by hitting me. Oh my god, what a nightmare. But anyway, second time's the charm. If I had gotten a similar sort of AI in the first attempt where I get multiple special 1s, I probably solo it comfortably. Anywho, now we move on to boss fight. Here we've got just a Rintrah. Titania is excellent for this fight. We're going to go ahead and just trigger the Haymaker. Who cares if he's hitting into us? We'll be indestructible. We'll knock him down a little bit. And then this fight is just very simply building to special 3s and just smacking the ever-loving shit out of Rintrah. There, I get hit a couple times. Whatever. It helps me gain a little bit of power. It's like an old school Corvus style strategy where you'd open up the fight taking the combo to gain power. Now he's in the corner. He's supposed to be super passive after the special 3, but he's able to throw a special 1, and because it's Rintrah, he has just a ton of time on his specials. They are all super slow. I also love the animation bugs that are all over the game since the update. You've got the backwards shield here on Rintrah. You've got Green Goblin special 1 shooting in all different directions. I mean, there's some really nasty animation visual bugs with this last update. Hopefully get those fixed soon. Alright, now we're in our second special 3, and hopefully this time we're going to have a little bit more favorable AI coming out of it, and we are. He's passive in the corner, so we're going to be able to get a few 3 heavies in on him, just do some big damage. Now we just need to have him dump his power on us, and we'll be good to go. You'll notice here that I had the read pre-fights here. I'm able to keep them up through a full 2 minutes of this fight, just because, you know, after all Battlegrounds, I feel very comfortable heavy countering Rintrah, both on the SB1 and on the heavy. Just get the spacing down after practice, you know. Haymakers activated, so the unblockable. We're almost at a third special 3. And this last rotation should be more than enough to kill this Rintrah boss. One more. Boom. All right. Boss solo. Lost a little bit of health at the beginning of the fight, but otherwise played it perfectly fine. Yeah, so we ended up losing this war. You know, just a little bit of rusty. Took it easy. We'll be sharper next war. I'll see you in the next life chat.